Hello and welcome to Transformation Time. My name is Carol. I'm a transformational speaker, writer, blogger, serial entrepreneur, and movable optimist, and I'm here to help you become the best version of yourself in your personal life as well as your business. Today's episode, we are looking at purpose. As you know, I am back with season 3. We are looking at you being aligned. We are looking at you having understanding with what's going on in your life. We are looking at you being transformed, not just from a point of talking, but into a point of action. So stay right there and I'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. So as I was saying, today we are looking at purpose. A lot of times people throw this word around, but they don't really understand what it entails. One thing that I've learned over the last couple of months is that when it comes to purpose, you are the only one that is responsible. Because we can be inspired, we can be motivated, we know that we can be pushing for so many different things. But at the core of everything, have you taken action? Have you been at the point where you are relentless in the pursuit of your dreams? Because you see, when it comes to you attaining certain things in life, it comes from a place where you need to know who you are. And this is where mentors come in. This is where coaches come in. This is where you find that, certain people have walked a path that you haven't walked. Or certain people have had an experience that you may be yet to experience. So one thing that you need to ask yourself is, who am I? Where am I going? What do I want? And also at the end of the day, what can I do for free? What is that thing that keeps you up at night? What is that thing when you look at the world, when you start to ask yourself, I don't like this about the world, this is what I want to change, or this is what I want to have, this is where I want to help. Those are the few steps where purpose comes into play. But you know what? A lot of people are going through cycles. A lot of people are going through jobs that they don't like. A lot of people are hanging out with the people they shouldn't be hanging out with. A lot of people are just waking up and taking life as it is. One thing you need to know is that you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional with the things that you want to achieve in life. You have to be intentional with the people that you hang out with. You have to be intentional in the places that you go to. You have to be intentional with the things that you wear. You have to be intentional with with the way you plan your life. A lot of times people will say, you know what, I cannot achieve certain things because of my circumstances or because of my background or because of the family or the country that you are born in. But you know what? It's all about you. What are you willing to do to move from point A to point B? Because you see, at transformation, we're talking about you being deliberate. What are some of the things that you know that you should be doing? Are you going to blame your circumstances for the position that you're in? I need to tell you something, friend. Life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% your response to it. Because every single time you're going to look outward for something that is, the reason why you haven't gone a certain level or you haven't achieved certain, things in life or you haven't attained certain goals, it comes into play when you haven't really taken your life seriously, because you are the only one responsible. You need to introspect. You need to sit down and say, you know what? I had this kind of year. I had this kind of month. I had this kind of relationship. I had this kind of finances. How do I move from where I am right now to a place of contentment, to a place where, you've not just added personal development? Because you see, so many times we rush to have this mask. We rush to be in a place where people, have to seemingly see that we have achieved certain things, when on the inside we're just cracked. On the inside, we're not even making sense. On the inside, we're confused. On the inside, we are so frustrated. So what is it about you that you need to sit down and say, maybe I didn't put certain boundaries in life. Maybe I haven't forgiven. Maybe I haven't really put in the effort. Maybe I've been all about talk and not so much about action. Because action is the one thing that will determine your next level. Action is what makes you different from the rest of the pack. You need to remember that also in life, if you find yourself being the only go-to person in your circle, then it's time for you to get higher. It means there's more for you to learn. If you look around in your circle and you come to analyze that when times are bad, you've got a crisis and you cannot reach out to anybody in your circle, it's time to change your circle. It means the levels of attainment are different. Your goals are different. You need to be at a place where whoever is surrounding you has to be a driver, has to be at a point where they are leading from the front. Because you see, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are the people that are speaking into your life? Who are the people that are coaching you? What sort of books are you reading? How much time are you investing in that? Are you simply just, wallowing in your sorrows, wallowing in your state? Are you at a point where, you're questioning everything about life? Because you see, we can have bad moments, but it doesn't make us, have bad days or bad years. So if you prolong a situation, if you stay stuck in a certain mindset, then nothing is going to change. This is about you. It's you wanting to be relentless. It's you wanting to be, to break out from your comfort zone. There is no pleasure in your comfort zone because everything is familiar. But if you know that this is where you can be, what are the steps that you need to take? You don't have to make the major steps, but you need to take one step. Every single time, you guys hear me talking about this, I always say that Zig Ziglar says, okay, that you don't have to be great to start, but you need to start in order to be great. And Les Brown always talks about how life can come and hit you on the blind side. It just comes out of nowhere and you don't even know what to do. You don't know where to go, who to talk to. You're just in a state of confusion. And this is why your why in life has to be important. What is the one thing that drives you? What is the one thing when you wake up? Because if you are not building your dream, trust me, you are building someone else's dream in one way or another. So many times, especially in my region, we always talk about how, the devil this and the devil that. Sometimes I personally think the devil sits in a corner and is saying, I have nothing to do with that. You have to be at a point where you get up and go. You get up and do something. Fine, if the devil is going to attack you, is he at a point where, have you put boundaries? What sort of a life are you living? What sort of situations have you put yourself in? Because you see, everything that has happened in our life or whoever has happened in our life has been because we have let them in. It's come from a place where you need to understand that nobody comes into your sphere of dominance or sphere of influence unless you've allowed it. And so much so to say that never so much regret the things that have happened. Yes, you may have, that bad time happening, but you need to be at a point where you start saying, okay, you know what, that thing happened, but what do I do moving forward? What is it that I can do? What am I learning from this situation? Has it made me a better person? Start looking at things from a different angle. Start to understand that sometimes when people don't understand your purpose, there's misconstrued information, there's abuse, okay? There's miscommunication, and there's just, a wayward kind of life. Because where purpose is not known, the power of your no or your yes is irrelevant. So you need to be at a point where you really sit down. It's just like writing an exam. It's about you understanding what sort of a person am I? What's my personality trait? Why do I like certain things? Why do I go to certain places? You see, because wherever we are in the season of our life will determine the decisions that we make at that moment. So if you don't take time to think about the decisions that you make, you shouldn't be surprised at the outcome that you receive. Because nobody is responsible for your life but yourself. So many times even in this country, we attend so many events, we attend so many, conferences, we attend so many, just so many things that we seemingly appear to be busy. But where are the results? Where are the results in regards to the places that you've been to? Where are the results in regards to the people that you've got access to? Because a lot of times we do have access to certain places, certain people, and certain times. But once we get past that access, what do we do with what we have on the inside? This brings me down to this amazing event that's going to happen in Zambia. I can't wait to attend this amazing event. It's called the Real Woman Summit, and it's taking place on the 27th of April in Lusaka at Mulungushi Conference Center. And it's the host is an amazing woman, Dr. Nelly Longwe Kangwa. She recently received a UN, doctorate and also an award in entrepreneurship field. Something very rare for our region. And she was the first one to receive that. I mean, that gets you thinking with the kind of caliber of, people that she hangs out with and the kind of, influence that she has. And this year in 2019, she is hosting the Real Woman Summit on the 27th from 9 o'clock to 5 p.m. And one thing I've been told about this amazing woman is that she does not do Zambian time. She does not do Zambian time. And she's dubbed it, the father's mantle to their daughters. So this got me thinking to say, what is it about purpose? Because everyone knows as a destiny rescuer, a purpose woman. What is it about this event? This is something that I urge 1,000 women that have been, encouraged to come. And even the strong men, the ones who understand that women have got purpose and they're not here to just be, dominant women in the home, but even outside in the marketplace, in different places. So I'm encouraging every woman who knows that they can make a difference in the leadership circle. It doesn't matter whether it's in the spiritual arena, it's in the marketplace, it's in the political arena, or even just in the general social circles. Get to this event. Purpose is very key. It matters because purpose will be the driving force. Purpose will be the thing that will bring you up even when everything has seemingly crumbled. Because remember, at the end of the day, people can take away the outward things that we so crave, the things that, give us validation. But when it comes to purpose, it's always important to listen even to another voice, to walk in the path that others have walked so that you can have it a little bit easier. Not to say that you won't have work to do, but it will seemingly be easier. So I'm urging you to come through. If you're a woman, you're watching this, or if you're a strong man, your mindset is on a different level, or if you have daughters, you've got aunties, all the beautiful and amazing women in your life, encourage them to come for this amazing event called the Real Woman Summit. I had attended the first one last year, but I'm excited for this one for this year because it's got a totally different vibe to it. So I hope that this episode has helped somebody out there. I hope you've, been encouraged to get into your purpose, to start, walking the path and to start asking yourself, am I really transforming or am I barely just one of those people that just listens? My name is Carol Mushota. Don't forget to follow me on social media. It's at Carol Mushota TT on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Facebook. I look forward to connecting with you even on YouTube. Please give me feedback and I'll be glad to just connect with you guys and see where we can go from there. So thank you so much for watching today and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.